Hey guys, welcome again to KharizApparel YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to learn how to draft and sew this trendy Vekee James rose sleeve. Okay, if this is what you want to see, why not watch to the end? Okay, so the first thing I did here was to get my basic sleeve block. Okay, I'm making use of a long sleeve. Okay, so it's just to check your length of the sleeve you're working with. Okay, I'm working with 23 inches. Okay, then my shoulder to bicep, my elbow measurement is 12 inches. Okay, so next I went ahead to take out another pattern paper. Then I'm going to fold it in the triangular form or in the bias form, as you can see me do. Okay, so just fold. So next I'm going to bring on my basic sleeve block. Alright, so I'm just going to place my basic sleeve block. Okay, now from my elbow measurement, I'm going to come down by 2 inches. I'm going to mark. Alright, so I'm going to connect this point using a straight rule. Okay, so that's what we are having now. So next, you're just going to place your basic sleeve block in the open end of your folded pattern. Okay, please just watch what I do. Okay, making sure the armhole is enough, the space you're leaving from the up, you can see now is the open end. This other part now is the folded end. Okay, there's just better giving a fold, that's your midpoint. So this other part that I'm marking is also my midpoint of my basic sleeve block. Okay, so I'll just label. So I'm just labeling the other pattern. Okay, so you know that this other aspect is expected to be in a fold. Then I'm placing my basic sleeve block, okay, in the open end again, making sure the space at the upper part is enough to contain my armhole measurements. Okay, so I'm just marking out the 2 inches I use in coming down from my elbow measurements. Next, I'm just going to tape down, okay, just to keep in place. Alright, so next I'm just going to connect that 2 inches that I use in coming down from my elbow measurements with a straight rule straight to the end of my pattern paper. Okay, you can see what I'm doing. This is what I'm having currently. At the armhole area or the shoulder area, I'm just going to connect my armhole line again. Okay, next I'm just going to cut out the pattern. I'm cutting out the armhole area first of all. Okay, you can see what we are having. Next, I'm just going to flip up flip the basic sleeve block to the 2 inches below my elbow measurements, and I'm just going to cut through from that very point. Okay, you can see what we are having. So I just cut out the pattern that's needed. Okay, so this is what you should be having when you're done cutting your pattern. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside and bring my Ankara fabric. Alright, so I've placed my pattern paper in my Ankara on my Ankara fabric. I folded again in a triangular form or in a bias form, as you can see me do. Okay, so next I'm just going to place my pattern paper. Okay, I'm going to use pin to hold it in place. Now don't forget the folded end to the folded end of the Ankara, folded end of the pattern paper to the folded end of the Ankara fabric. Okay, so I'm just using my pins to hold it in place so it won't shift when I'm cutting. Okay, so the next I want to do, I'm just going to add half an inch to the side seams for the joining. From the open end from the folded end, you can see the way I'm just adding half an inch at the side seam area. Okay, all right, so while at the hemline for the sleeve length, I'm going to leave 2 inches for the hemming allowance. Okay, though I'm going to line this, but just to turn it in, so at that very area you can leave 1 inch. Okay, while at the side seam I'm going to leave 1 inch as well. So I'm just going to cut that to this, so you see the way it's looking. Okay, so I'm just cutting it out. Alright, so for the handle area or the shoulder area, okay, it's just to you're going to I left half an inch for the join as well. Okay, while the side seam I left 1 inch just for ease. Okay, I'm going to use half an inch to join, but I'm going to leave the extra half an inch for ease. Okay, so if you notice the sleeve at the upper part, it's not that okay, it's not that fitted. Okay, so this is what we are having currently. So I'm just going to take out my pins. Okay, all right guys, now so this is what we are having. You can see the way it's looking. Okay, so next now I'm just going to indicate, because the fabric is kind of confusing, so I'm just going to indicate the back from the front, or the wrong side from the right side. Okay, so I just open it up now so you can see the way it's looking. So at this very area, I'm just going to add my interfacing. I'm going to use the medium gum stay. In Nigeria we call it gum stay, so I'm just going to use the medium gum stay on it. So I've gone ahead to iron my medium gum stay. Okay, you can see in just the very part I'm going to use for the rows, that's where I just ironed my interfacing on it. Okay, so next I'm just going to flip back to the wrong side so I can join the open ends together. Okay, this is the hample area, and this is the triangular form. You can see the way I'm just closing it back again, okay, to the length of the sleeve. You can see what we are having. Okay, so next guys, I'm just going to run a stitch from that end of the fabric to the hem. Okay, you can see what we're having. So I've gone ahead now to run a stitch from this way all the way down. So next I'm just going to flip open. I'm going to turn it inside out. At this very point, make sure you bring out the edges. Okay, I'm just going to notch this very part first of all before turning it inside out. All right, that's what we are having. Okay, so next I'm going to, now don't forget to iron your seam open. Okay, so I'm just trimming off excess not needed. So I'm bringing it out now. Okay, all right, so you can see that I'm using my scissors to just make sure I get the edge properly. Okay, all right, so okay, so see, this is what we are having now. You can see the way it's now looking. Okay, you can see the way it's now looking. Now the essence of the interfacing I use inside, because I'm working with Ankara fabric, I just want, I want a bit of firmness. Okay, at that the rose part of the rose parts of the sleeve. Okay, so next I'll just spread it again on my table, as you can see me do. Now this is the right side of the fabric. Okay, you can see that excess now is what we want to use to form the rose. Okay, so at this very area, you can just be creative, do whatever you want to do. It's just to form the rose. You can see the way I'm taking it from the up part, just trying to form the rose. Okay, I'm just taking it step after the other, one step at a time. Okay, you can see the way I'm pushing it in a bit, trying to just get the rose. Okay, so please, at this very aspect, you can just do anything that works best for you. You can start from the down to the top, anyhow you choose to do it, but just shall know this part, the excess fabric, is to form the rose. Okay, so you can see that I'm just taking it in. I'm taking it in, then make sure you spread it out again properly, and just okay, just take your time while doing this. If you are done and you are not satisfied with the outcome of what you're having, you can go ahead and restart. Okay, just make sure you have something nice. Okay, so I'm still forming the rose. Okay, just using my hand to arrange it properly. Okay, so you just form the rose thing, you've gotten something that you want to see. All right, so this is what I'm having, this is what I've been able to form. Okay, now note, now when you're done with your when you're able to get the rose, you just go ahead and use your needle and stitch to hold in place, so it won't shift. Okay, just to keep it in place, you just unstitch the rose. Make sure the stitch is neat, it's something that will not be visible. Do you understand? Ensure to use a matching color of thread as well. All right, okay, so I just unstitch a bit to hold in place, but making sure my stitch was not noticeable. Okay, so this is what I'm doing currently. Okay, so you can see the way it's looking now. So next I went ahead to just use my basic sleeve again, or just the fabric without the extension of the rows to cut out my lining. Then I shorten my lining with 1 inch. Okay, I shorten it with 1 inch. Next, I'm just going to stitch just the hem part of the lining. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna head to run a stitch on it, and I'll just flip back. Okay, you can see what we are having. So I'm just placing it again back to the sleeve. Next, you're just going to bring both sides together and close up. All right, you can see now. Now you just go ahead and work with your basic sleeve measurement at this very aspect. Okay, so, and that's it, guys. When I was done stitching it up, this is what I'm having. Okay, so if this video has been useful, guys, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I'm going to put it in my mannequin, in the bolero jacket that I made. Okay, you can see the way it's looking. This is how the sleeve came out. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you in my next video.